Hey, everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday, May the 5th. It's National Astronaut Day. And it's time for the Wise Guys and Girl and Matt, sponsored by Zellers and the Zellers Restaurant, where the lowest price is the law. As always, let's start with Sir and the weather.
Well, it is a wonderful Wednesday indeed. Currently 29 degrees for Tamik. Sunny skies, working our way up to a high of 33. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is what I would say if we were in Holguin, Cuba. Sorry, Tamik. It's going to be a little bit chilly, at least for a couple of more days, and maybe a beautiful weekend on tap. Well, we can see. And, of course, time for our random shout-out to the Hokey Pokey. I used to be addicted to that dance until I turned myself around. And really, that's what it's all about.
You are rocketing our world today, sir, on National Astronaut Day.
I'm down. Oh, my.
On May 5th, astronaut Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr. became the first American in space aboard the Freedom 7 space capsule. His brief flight lasted 15 minutes, and he made it 116 miles into the atmosphere, a milestone achievement and a trailblazing example of heroic bravery. I was looking some other space facts for today, and I found out that a light year is the same as a regular year, just with fewer calories.
I thought it had something to do with buzz.
To infinity and beyond.
No, Aldrin.
We got a buzz.
Oh, maybe a bit of buzz after your sugar. But Sirius, the dog star, is moving closer to Earth at a rate of 9 miles per second. This means that someday soon we could be in serious trouble. And on planetary news, the density of Saturn is so low that the whole planet would float on water in your bath. Did you know that? You don't want to try this experiment, though. It would leave a massive ring around your tub. All right, it is time for Tunes with Tamik. Tamik, what are we listening to today? Neptunes?
No, not the Neptunes. There's there was actually a lot of choices today, but I don't know. I thought the best choice was Chris Hadfield because he is an actual astronaut who actually also made music. So I thought that was going to be a good choice. And I looked at his album and actually like a couple of songs on the album. He did do a remake of David Bowie's song Space Oddity, which first when I saw the title, I'm like Space Oddity, and then I heard the song, I was like, yeah, I know this song because you know how it is. But actually, it's a pretty good album. And what was interesting about him, I think he was the first one. He played a particular instrument in space as well. So yeah, there were so many. Like I was looking at.
Anybody can play a guitar in space. I want to see the bagpiper in space.
There's not enough air. Can you imagine trying to generate that much oxygen?
We'd like to see them all up there.
It's the hearing damage it does to the rest of the crew when they can't hear command control when they're coming in there. What? What'd you say?
And you can't kick them out anywhere because there's nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? There's nowhere to go. I wonder if they would eat like haggis in space. You think they would?
Oh, yeah.
Choice?
The kilt would be a problem too.
Just think about the digestive sort of issues around that, because they're supposed to reprocess everything that comes out of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was like, yeah, but yeah, I think
that's a recipe for disaster.
It kind of usually is even on Earth. Most people avoid it here too.
Well, usually we say better out than in, but I think we'll make an exception this time.
Doesn't that also lead to a ring in the tub as well?
But yeah, definitely check out his album. His album is actually a really good album. It's very reflective. It's almost like every song I looked up that had anything to do with space by any artist was like depressing and reflective. I'm all about how I'm by myself and everybody else is somewhere else and I don't know what to do. But what I like about his album, it gives you like the full feeling, right? The feeling of peace and just tranquility, and not just like I'm lonely and I don't have anywhere else to go. So I really like the way he's and I just think like he was sitting up there singing a lot of these things, thinking about a lot of these things. So you really get an image of what it really felt to be like up there, which honestly is still probably will never happen because I don't have Elon Musk money, but I would actually love to just one day just be there and look down on it. I just think it's it would be an incredible experience. That's why I love the planetarium as a kid, just to kind of be enveloped by the stars and just think about how really important we are and are not, in the grand scheme of things. So his music allows you to kind of tap into that too. So yeah, that's my pick for today.
See, I thought there would be something by Jefferson Starship.
Yes, I could have done that, but I was like, he's an astronaut doing music. I think I'm going to go with it.
No, that's right. Canadiana piece outweighs everything else.
It does, yeah, it does. But there's a lot of good songs out there. Simple Plan has a good one as well. But again, a little, on the depressing side, which again, because of Mark's lovely weather.
We need to elevate ourselves.
Yeah, so check it out. He has some good ones. I like Space Lullaby. I also like his version of Space Oddity. He has a really nice version of the David Bowie. And some of the songs are covers, but a lot of them he's like written on his own. So it's pretty cool. Man's super talented.
I don't know how he fits in Ground Control to Major Hatfield, but there you go.
Hey, if you're needing any kind of uplifting, it is here. It is time for Ventures with Venturo. Venturo, what have you got for today?
I've spent a lot of time going through my book collection to see if I had anything related to the cosmos or to astronauts, and I struck nothing. 0. I couldn't find anything. So I don't know if any of you guys have any books that are in alignment with that you want to share with the audience before I get into my book for today.
Something by Carl Sagan by any chance?
Yeah, anything by Carl Sagan or Michio Kaku or there's like a lot of them. But Carl Sagan is a good start.
Okay.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
All 4 books in the trilogy.
Okay, awesome.
We can also double dip with Chris Hadfield's Astronaut's Guide to Life on Earth.
Okay.
All right, I'll definitely add one of those to my library collection and get on that. Today's book is 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do by Amy Morin. Just want to give you 3 of the 13. Mentally strong people don't shy away from change. Mentally strong people don't focus on things that they cannot control. Mentally strong people don't worry about pleasing everyone. So go check out that book. If you have the app Headspace, it's there. It's a free read or a free listen. So go check out that book today. That's 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do by Amy Morin. That's it from Ventures with Venturo.
Right on. And I got a quick piece of bonus tech for you, Venturo, today. Did you know that they use Linux aboard all of the space stations?
That would make sense.
Yeah, they can't open windows in space.
Oh, God. I was like, well, Linux is very...
Fell for it again.
I was like, Linux is very versatile and flexible. Because you can put that thing on anything.
All right. That's it out with JD.
Frank
Oh,
Red Hot.
okay. You mean kind of like in some of the schools in our board where you can't... You can take that one out if you want.
Oh, no, we'll leave it in. Why cut now? Welcome to this week's edition of The Quiz, where our own Vice Principal Bodnick and our special guest, Matt Schulman, Quote Machine, compete together to earn a gift certificate to the Zeller's Restaurant, based on the number of points that they accumulate. Matt, how are you doing today?
Living a life of suppressed rage, emotional imbalance, and denial.
The big 3. I think those are listed in Venturo's book today, too.
And Matt, we're glad you're there.
Yeah, there's a positive to working at a distance, isn't there? Well, points are based on your responses, accuracy, creativity, and how much they amuse the wise guys and girl. And most points awarded if you can make Venturo laugh out loud. And I think we've already got $2 to the restaurant from today's laughter. In my hand, I have a list of questions about astronauts. So to win, you can't be spaced out, and to give a good answer, you'll need to plan it. So come at me, bro. The lunar we get to this, the better. All right, question 1. What is the origin of the term astronaut? Schulman.
I mean, those of us who speak Latin obviously know the word means beat the Soviets at all costs.
You are watching For All Mankind.
I do.
Oh, 300 points. Vice Principal Botnick.
So I did a little research myself, and if you parse the word, you'll know that it is made up of the indefinite article a, meaning a, and stronaut, meaning spaceman. Hence, astronaut means a spaceman. I believe that this was the preamble that former President Trump used in the establishment of a short-lived Space Force.
It doesn't exist anymore?
We haven't heard much about it, well, for a long time.
Oh, my. Well, astronaut. That's very good. That's worth 300 points as well. Very good.
I'm not sure
also,
what Venturo's doing. He's not laughing, but he's moving a lot.
Maybe he's got asteroids. I don't know. Question number 2. Apollo 14 astronaut Alan Shepard can claim to be the first to do what on the moon? Vice Principal Botnick.
Relieve himself in a crater. But it's okay. I think it was on the dark side of the moon.
Did he open a window?
Yeah, they had Linux.
Matt
Was
Schulman.
facing Uranus.
There we go. Actually, what time are we at? Hey, we're at 20 minutes on the call. First time we got to mention that planet. That was not bad. That took a lot longer than I thought, actually. Matt Schulman, do you have an answer?
That's the whole universe out there. Alan Shepard. He was the first to kneel down with a golf ball on the moon, and with his arm strongly swung a club. It generated a lot of buzz. Let's all drink to his memory about what he accomplished up all over the Earth.
Stitch them all together.
I think we got a combined 700 points for that one, and also the first to use a foot wedge on the moon. All right. Question 3. What do they do with laundry in space? Matt Schulman.
The space station has a really cool washing machine. It even has settings for orbit cycle. But if the machine breaks down, the astronauts hang the clothes outside the spacecraft and watch them burn up on re-entry. That's how they do their explodes of laundry.
I'll give that 300 points. Very good. Vice Principal Botnick.
My response is a little more pragmatic and not so scientific. Everybody knows that they washed in tide, because it's way too cold to wash it out tide.
300 plus $1 for Venturo. That's great. Interestingly enough, there are no washing machines in space, so doing laundry isn't possible. They just throw them out the window when they're done, or they throw them out the Linux. Hey, on another note, we're going to have a laundromat here next year. That's going to be very exciting. I can't wait. Or we'll just burn the stuff on re-entry.
Yeah. Well, at least we can get rid of our dirty laundry. That's the good news.
Yeah, it's piling up in the closets, isn't it?
Sit back and watch it unfold.
We've got a new record, $24 at the Zeller's restaurant. Great snacks all around. And I think Kmart's going to be joining us this week for a little shout out. And so that will get us a nice lunch for all of us and some Jell-O.
I mean, we have anything else to do, so they might as well join us.
Okay, so it is Wednesday. Time for Wednesday's word.
Of course, Wednesday's word, comic books. And of course, we all know that those are those very nicely illustrated books that astronauts like to read, featuring such characters as Marvin the Martian, Buzz Lightyear, George Jetson, the Great Gazoo. And of course, they are a bit pricey, but at least astronauts can buy them with their Starbucks that they earn.
Oh, wow. That's it for us, everybody. Thanks to our fans and friends for listening and sticking with us. Have a great Wednesday. We are the Wize Guys and Girl and Matt, leaving you smarter and happier than you were yesterday.